One of the most common problems every shy girl has is having to tell their crush that they like him. Unfortunately, many people who are too shy just can't bring themselves to physically approach their crush, let alone tell them how they really feel. Most relationship experts will advise you to put yourself out there and grab the opportunity when it presents itself. That is all well and good, but not everyone can work up the courage to do it right away. Some girls admit that they don't want to approach their crush, so they try to look for ways to do it without having to personally experience a possible rejection. And that is where we come in. Are you ready to tell your crush how you really feel? Of course not, but there's no harm in trying, especially if you're going to do it in an adorably sneaky way like the suggestions on this list. 1. Do your research. You can opt out of this step if you know your crush well enough, but it does pay to have an advantage like knowing what type of movies he likes or what kind of music he listens to. You can ask his friends, or use your own observations if necessary. Just remember not to use information that was posted on his Facebook page 5 years ago. His tastes may have changed or he could be alerted to your CIA-level stalking abilities. 2. Smile when he looks at you. This is the simplest, yet most effective personal communication you can use. You won't have to approach your crush, but at least you can send out some positive vibes and maybe even a sign that you like him a little bit. 3. The way to a man's heart is food, right? Find out what his favorite food is and have it delivered to him. If you don't know what it is, you can send him your favorite food instead. Just make sure it's delicious and memorable, like you. And don't forget to leave a signed card saying, "Hi." 4. Cheer him on. Does he play a sport? Does he have a hobby? Does he play in a band? If it's something that he does out in public with his friends, you can use this as an opportunity to show him your support. Focus only on him and he'll definitely see that you're his #1 fan. 5. Ask a friend to tell him. Although it's true that this is the oldest trick in the book, it's still pretty much the most effective one. It's basically a full-blown confession of your affection, but at least you can buy some time to prepare for your eventual meeting. 6. Do it the old-fashioned way. Send him flowers, candy, or stuffed animals. Corny? Of course it is. But it's so outdated that most people would find it surprising and endearing. It's also something that most guys would not expect. They're usually the ones sending flowers, so it'll be refreshing to finally receive some from their admirer. 7. Let your dog approach him. No dog? Borrow one. It's a known fact that most guys like dogs. Man's best friend, right? The trick here is to let your dog approach your crush so you won't have to do it yourself. Sounds cowardly? I think not. It's genius. 8. Post an obvious status on Facebook. Almost everyone has a social media account, right? If you want your crush to notice you, this will probably do the trick. Post a message intended specifically for him. Use an obvious clue or even mention his name personally, that is, if you're brave enough to go public with this. If not, you can always adjust your privacy settings or send him a private message instead. 9. Book a couple of reserved seats for a concert. If you can shell out some cash for a nice concert, make sure that your crush receives a ticket and a seat right next to you. If he can't say no to a concert, he won't say no to spending it with someone like you. 10. Give him a copy of your favorite book or the newest release of the book he likes. It's not much for some people, but the thought that a book conveys is more valuable than almost any gift. If you give your crush your favorite book, it shows that you're open to showing him an interesting side of yourself. If you give him his favorite book, he will appreciate the effort and maybe share some thoughts about it as well. 11. Make him a mixtape playlist. Choose a list of your favorite songs and some songs that you think your crush might like. Make sure there's a positive message in each song and maybe even a poetic admission of your affection for him. Whichever songs you choose, make sure that your crush knows that you're dedicating them all to him. 12. Like, comment, and share his social media post. If your crush is not aware that you're noticing him more than usual, you can always use mild Facebook stalking to express your intentions. It's not a clear-cut way to tell your crush how you feel, but it's going to call you to his attention and allow you to start a conversation. Who knows? Maybe he'll get a clue and see that his post wasn't that funny, yet you still liked it. Are you ready to use these tips to let the guy of your dreams know you like him? A little bit of courage is all it takes, so make sure to make your first move count even if it's not technically in person. Thanks for watching my video. Don't forget to download your free ebook, How to Make Anyone Fall in Love with You Within Minutes. Link in the description. If you like the video, like it and share it with your friend. If you want more advice and tips, subscribe to the channel.